term that the World Economic Forum and World Health Organization developed to define us, humanity, as the disease.
Right.
And it's to justify all of the lockdowns that are going to come in. When I was thinking about that,
really,
these people are going to be flying on private jets to nowhere important. And I remember, dude, because I've had to be on private jets more, almost as often as I've been on commercial flights. But there was one time where I had to go onto a private jet just to get yelled at by superior smoking crack at me.
Guys, we're on live on YouTube. Go to YouTube, Coach Tommy. Just to let you know, he's over there. You see it? I'm just putting my live up for you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, don't talk about that on here. We're live now, ladies and gentlemen. This is the TBTR podcast with the homie Coach Tommy. Came back, you want another round of what's it called? Hey, Tommy, for a quick just talk so I can see if we are receiving you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, talk.
What is up?
Yeah, you're in there. You're good. All right, we're good. Sound check is going through. We're in there. How'd you like the first show, bro?
Dude, I loved it. Yeah. Like, this is something I could get in the hang of, and it's something that I really needed to do.
Yeah.
That finally put it into something tangible, because I've been told, man, you need to go live.
Right. It's something.
Come up with a podcast.
Right. Something more official, not like
yeah,
TikTok. That's why when I was trying to get you on here, you're like, oh, I'm banned off TikTok, and I'm like, bro, listen, I'm trying to send you a link. And you're like, oh, I get it now. I'm like, yeah, get your ass on live. We don't need TikTok, bro. Yeah, I mean, we could record things without TikTok. Like, even if we were banned on lives, we could still create episodes. You know what I mean? And to create content is the key. We don't. I've been doing the live format right now for all the followers, because they like to talk one-on-one. You know what I mean? But
yeah, they do.
Soon we're going to start making straight up episodes. You know what I mean? That would be recorded, cut, all with AI, and properly edited.
Dude, it is just incredible to see the evolution.
Yeah.
Of not only like your channel, but like I wasn't like fully aware of like there being a truther community.
Right. You brought, not for nothing, I'm one of the starters of the truther community.
You are, actually.
I really am. And you've seen all these other people come and they want to try to take the shine. It is what it is. I'm not here in competition. But yeah, let's start at this shit.
I mean, look, there shouldn't be competition.
Right.
When there is competition that emerges, there's two creators I have in mind. I don't want to call them out here. We all know who they are. That absolutely do see people like you,
right,
like me, as competition, and it gets petty, and fucking that toxicity oozes out of all of their content, and it's almost like they're an unintended psyop just to like kill momentum and morale.
Right.
Like for instance, dude, when Birthmark freaking blows up like in front of that many people, and then acts
right.
him, and then
you don't think he's related to Larry? You don't think he's related?
No.
You could find that out, right? Do you know his real name?
Yeah, I can.
You can.
Do his Facebook post. The thing is he made a video where he was saying that I guess he was trying to, somebody was sabotaging attempts to get on the Joe Rogan Experience. All right. If your grandpa is Larry Finn,
right,
you don't have a problem getting on anywhere.
Right.
And I mean, I don't have that as a relative, but like if I really wanted to, like if I was that, if I in real life wanted to get on a Sean Ryan show, I wouldn't message some random turd on Twitter.
You could get on the Sean Ryan show. Is it a true Sean Ryan show? Isn't he agency as well?
Well, he was contracted to the agency.
Okay.
And I know that, I mean, first he was a SEAL, and then he worked as an agency contractor, but like also I think he was mainly MI6. The intelligence agencies of all of the Five Eyes, they recruit mainly out of American Spec Ops units.
Go to my YouTube. Talks about reality. That's what you hear, Tommy.
Yeah, I think that Sean Ryan, a lot of people are calling him a psyop. He's not a psyop. When you get that big and have that much exposure, you have a lot of prima donnas targeting you. You have disinformation agents targeting you.
Right.
And he has to do his due diligence to get it's entertainment at the end of the day. He's not a whistleblower.
Right. That's the key. Listen, I think they're using the Sean Ryan show, honestly.
Well, everybody's using it.
Right. You know what I'm saying, though. I think you know how we have the whole non-trust of media now? I believe that's just shifted to the Sean Ryan show, shifted to the Joe Rogan podcast.
He's even surprised at how successful the show is gone. He doesn't choose his guests. That's his producer's job. That's Jeremy's. And dude, like, Sean wasn't like an intelligence officer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He wasn't?
No,
what was he, like
okay, there's a difference between like an intelligence officer and somebody that's like contracted to the CIA for likely conducting, clandestine operations, maybe the kinetic targeting. Well, he wouldn't be the kinetic targeting officer, but he's not handling a bunch of assets. All right, he's not doing that. He wasn't.
And I know what you mean by assets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're not talking about currency here.
Yeah.
We're not talking about currency here, people.
Yeah. I mean, let's say if I wanted to create my own like corporate espionage network, what I would do is clone ChatGPT and I would make it a language model that is fed exclusively information that the public isn't privy to.
Right.
And then I would give that to crypto hedge fund managers because crypto isn't regulated by the SEC, so it doesn't need to comply with any laws that would actually prosecute insider trading.
So
we give the hedge fund managers 1% of assets. I mean, we give them access to it. We get 1% of assets annually, regardless of.
You're paying off police. That's what it's like, paying off cops.
What we do is we feed that information with a pool of assets. We make them out of cleaning ladies, divorce attorneys, private investigators, anybody that has information the public's not privy to, and have all of that info from our whole network, our web of assets everywhere, fed through encryption into this AI chat model. I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of other uses to it, but the most practical and lucrative that I think would be charging hedge funds a percentage of assets annually, regardless of performance of funds. But that's one easy way of like having a network of spies with a purpose.
Right.
And I
have a question. You have a handler, right? Is that what
I don't have it? I was one.
Oh, so who do you have to report to, like, about your? Hold on. Who do you got to report to about your day to day? You do have to report to somebody, right?
That's like some murky shit.
All right, never mind. Then leave it alone.
There's no real like. Okay, unlike I'm not sure how other like agencies operate. Totally, because there's a lot more due diligence there. And in every institution, there's generally like a chain of command that's pretty defined.
Okay.
Right. Not in my world. And I'm not like actively kinetically handling anything right now. I'm not receiving any type of taxable income from that agency. So it's neither here nor there.
YouTube guys,
where you draw the line doesn't exist.
I mean, for them
at certain levels. The thing is that agency, okay, for the most part, the employees define themselves as government employees,
right.
And everything that they do or think or whatever they consider to be classified, and they're terrified of talking to each other, and they live in Scientology. And then there's like the bubble outside of that fully understands that, yeah, not only are we like the eyes, the ears, the trigger finger of the president of the United States of America. Like, you are an apparatus of the executive office. Uh, I mean, the underemployees understand that, but the top ones also understand that you can say that, Mr. President, not here to know any further. This is why all presidents make it obvious when they say, "Oh, I'm not gonna declassify the Kennedy files."
Yeah, it's all cloak and dagger. It
It's
really
all
is.
cloak and dagger, and it's gaslighting because
Yes.
it's the same thing as when the mob takes somebody out in front of everyone, but at night they don't use a silencer. They want it to be heard.
Yeah.
They don't exactly
Like
want
the
it to be
Luigi
seen.
Mangione thing, if you ask me.
I think that it's meant to look like that, but
Right.
that he is a patsy.
Yeah. A
Um,
marauder.
um, like, okay, so United Healthcare stock price only soared. Okay, now why would that happen, and why would they have this perp walk and galvanize the public into
Right.
believing
Pelham,
that
the take him with Pelham
he's
1,
a
2, 3.
hero? Okay, and the more they make him look like some Robin Hood, and the more the public takes his side, the more it looks real that he's the trigger man.
Right.
Okay, when corporations, when people on the board of directors want to protect their interests with each other, they purchase life insurance policies on each other's shares, and if they know that somebody is
Oh, that's
either
diabolical.
gonna,
Yeah, that's diabolical.
what they do is make sure that they can't do that themselves,
Wow.
and that's
That makes
as
sense,
soon as that
though.
happens,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like that show on AB 2020
Yeah.
has a full length documentary on it. They deliberately dressed him up to look like Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, the
Not
world's
only
a
that, but they
stage.
coordinated the other players in it. Now, the people involved with that are also the same kinds of Old Testament people that arranged for Jack Rubenstein to be at that police department.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jack Rubenstein. That's Jack
Yeah.
Ruby. He just lost his mind, decided to just shoot Lee Harvey Oswald.
Now, say when one of your assets, right, get arrested. Is this true as well? Because we see this in the movies, that you guys always have someone that's going to come and get you guys out of your jam, like, like, say for instance, to verify credentials or not to break your undercover, and no matter
Well,
what country you're in.
it depends. Not for like assets, but like for me, yeah, I've
Figured that.
had like identification and placards that say, "Do not detain or question this person."
Ah, you have a do
Um,
not detain on you?
yeah.
Damn, give me one of them, man, so I can talk my shit. I want one of them. Do not
do not
detain.
detain or
Become a
question this
sovereign
person.
citizen.
But being in other people's countries, depending on those countries, some of these people want to put you away.
Right.
Like what happened to me in Kuwait was really messed up.
Okay.
And so Kuwait is one of our allies. All right,
I know
we
that.
kicked Saddam out of their country. Well, all right, so this is how it started. All right, I'm in a fucking a Kevlar suit. I can't pee on myself. I had to be at a party in Kuwait City, but you know, I'm being told to take Disoxin and diazepam, and I'm not
Why?
in any need for that.
Why?
Anyway, shut down my bladder. I was at this party in Kuwait City, and I couldn't pee. And there was a couple doctors at this party, and I ended up in the emergency room in Kuwait City, and they catheterized me. And as soon as they did that, they zip tied me, handcuffed me to the hospital bed.
Diabolical.
They put me on
Oh.
IV ketamine for 8 days.
Why though? Just
almost
because you had an
permanently
issue?
damaged my bladder. I had to self-catheterize for 6 months, take urocholine and Flomax. But here's the worst of it, right? Our country disavowed my existence. Okay, first it was, we know what the fuck he is. Then it became, yeah, we know who he is. He's a drug-addicted, failed stockbroker who's selling security services on behalf of Wagner. All right.
Cover, by the way, guys.
Kuwait did horrible things to my assets that were within their military intelligence in front of me while I'm on ketamine.
Mhm.
I'm in a K-hole. And then finally I hear on speakerphone, yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of ours. Uber him to the embassy.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah.
See, that's a trump card right there. That's I gotta pull that card, get me up out of jam. That's nice to have in your pocket, bro.
I never thought that as positive. They could have just like not had me there the whole time.
Right, but you got to think about it. You're using Kuwait, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're American, right? And again, you said you're allies, but they don't know who you are. It's just like how we are processing our immigrants over here now, especially now.
Oh, they knew who I was. They were trying to punish me because what they did was
it was malicious.
Like my assets were members of the Kuwaiti military intelligence. So they saw those people as committing treason on behalf of against their own country.
Oh, I hear that. That's cool. That's a good thing. Oh, I know what that was.
Yeah,
that was a target line for my crypto.
And in their minds, the way they made it out to me was I might as well have been targeting
YouTube.
Places within Kuwait to be hit by drones.
Right. So they wanted to see what you were doing, basically. That's basically. Yeah, they were doing their
and they blew it out of proportion.
Facts. Damn,
You know,
man.
But I mean, even though they blew what I was doing out of proportion, they're not wrong for like not thinking that we were up to no good.
Right.
Like I think unofficially, but like let's be real, Larry. We destroy other people's governments without those governments having any idea.
At least you admit it. At least you admit it. Coup d'etat.
That's what I did with okay. So the dictator of Egypt prior to the Arab Spring, we had a good relationship with him, so we had to make the coup d'etat look organic. We had to do that. Well, Facebook wasn't an app yet; it was just a website with an app feature. No one in the Mideast had smartphones but Westerners, right? So I had all the nightclub promoters, the drug dealers, the pimps, everybody that fed off the tourist markets, Cairo and Alexandria. And at 4:00 in the morning, dude, I was watching these smartphones come off of FedEx plane. They were instructed to disperse hundreds of thousands of blank, nameless smartphones, surplus of which became the Obama phone.
Really?
With instructions to download Facebook if it wasn't already on. And the reason why it was important to do that.
It's so deep.
Was because with Facebook, we could not only like facilitate our own organization, but we could contain it and keep the Iranian Revolutionary Guard out of it. Because you know, in the whole Arab Spring, where was Iran? They were backing Assad, the dictator. They weren't backing rebels. They were fighting ISIS. Right? Everybody was fighting ISIS. Where did ISIS come from?
Yeah, facts. That was manipulated by us. We created that shit.
Yeah, we did. And they were predominantly made out of former Iraqi Republican Guard, which was Saddam's private like elite security. We were paying them pallets of $100 bills. We're just giving them stacks of $100 bills. They left me alone.
There's a reason for that, though. I think, can I tell you what I believe with that? And this is why we're going into digital money, because there's not enough money to pay this $36 trillion debt. So they were giving people something that was already losing its buying power, per se.
Well, I just think that also these people have unscrupulous people with no conscience, and they'll bribe anybody they can. And so when I realized, like, we're giving these people stacks of hundreds and shit, but I went on the Wish app and I got a bunch of counterfeits and I mixed them in. I got one of the felt markers.
I like that. I got to count it anyway.
Check the counterfeit. And I was like, hey, bro, look, you get your liquor store in Detroit, you count counterfeits. Like,
bro, I got hit with counterfeit money before selling.
I showed them how to use the marker to detect it. I'm like, get your smoke shop in Detroit, like, So you know, it's not like I came up on a whole bunch of like $100 bills off of them, because that would be illegal.
What's your take? What's your take on these countries that ban crypto? Like you always hear in the news, China bans crypto, which they have VeChain.
Yeah, well, they have giant Bitcoin mining farms.
Right. Also, India has a ban on crypto, which like it doesn't make sense.
Because they want to control.
Right. I know
Anybody
that.
that's saying that they don't like crypto, they're gaslighting you.
What are your coins of choice, real quick? And I don't know.
XDC, XLM, XRP, CSPR.
Did you hear the first one he said first? And he won't divulge to you why, unless you want to tell him what you told me.
Not really, no. I think I'm.
Dang, yeah. Well, I'll tell y'all later what he was told about. But yeah, I've been looking into XDC. It's a smart contract of all smart contracts. If you know, you know. You have anything in the metaverse of gaming?
Read the white paper.
Right. I tell people all the time.
As an opportunity, we could
I know.
get a grant from XLM to jumpstart the funding of whatever project.
Well, yeah, then you're operating on that blockchain. That's all it is. And then you.
Yes, but
go ahead.
Give us money to start a project.
Right. I understand that. It's all about development. And you're pushing development for their blockchain, that's right now. Right now, you have a whole bunch of coins in the Wild Wild West. And people don't understand that that's this. Right now, we are gambling on who we think are going to be the top picks of picks. That's why knowing who the partnerships are with these coins is very paramount. And it makes you also look at understanding economics and what these partnerships actually mean. Because a lot of people are saying that they're partners with these coins, and the partnerships don't mean shit. They don't. It's all advertisement or fake allure.
Everything's a scam.
Right.
You deal with money, it's like Coinbase exchange. First of all of the exchanges hide their scammery behind the fact that they're an exchange. There's a give and take to the ability to convert, and that is you don't have custody. Now, Coinbase exchange allows for trade of almost like an infinite amount of different cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: if you lose your password, you're locked out forever.
Right. They do that to you. Crypto.com will do that to you. It happened to me because someone hacked my account. They wouldn't give me back $250. And I'm like, they did it to me. Yeah,
you're following a model.
Right. This is why you got to get your money off the exchanges.
The funds,
get this shit off the exchanges.
And what they're commingling funds from are essentially Ponzi schemes.
Yeah.
The only real coins that I'm aware of that have real utility are few and far between.
All right. Well,
and you're right. You
Facebook
have to partnership.
Yes, Facebook changed its name real quick, though. But hold on. You talked about real utility, all right? Facebook changed their name to what?
Meta.
Okay, so what is that telling you we're headed towards? And with transhumanism on the rise, what do you guys think we're going towards? Augmented reality and metaverse. This is why I push High Street and Sandbox, because I know that's where we're going. They're trying to have the allure to become better. So you're going to like Call of Duty with the whole first dude who became Neuralink. Oh, now he's a better person. He's got to be in his own league. This is going to come. So that's why I'm trying to push these metaverse tokens. Yes, it is. Listen, Sandbox has a store out in Paterson, New Jersey, or Passaic, New Jersey. One of those stores where it's a VR thing. And guess who developed Sandbox? High Street. High Street is a gem, bro, with the same type of token. Guess how many tokens at High Street there are? 50 million. Yeah, bro, it's got an all-time high of $47, and it's sitting at 89 cents, 90 cents right now. People are tripping. They have no idea because they follow what's told on TikTok. I said, you know how many paid people are on TikTok, bro? So you don't think that in the crypto sector, all these crypto influencers aren't paid pushing XRP?
A lot are.
They are, bro. They're pushing memes.
I'll tell you that XRP, it's a contagious kind of thing, and the reason why there's a cult,
it's got a cult.
People do know about it outside of that very loud cult.
Yeah, but anyone.
The thing is XRP. People are confusing XRP for XLM.
Right. Or XDC is, I think, the strongest one.
Well, they all need each other to function.
Well,
XRP is going to be the Cash App for institutions.
You know what Cash Apps are? They're the same as exchanges. Exchanges you need to view as pools of liquidation. Yeah, they're just liquidation pools. That's all exchanges are. That's what Cash App is.
XRP
Demo, same shit.
Has to have the liquidity necessary in order to be able to front trillions of dollars to Europe or to the Japanese central bank. They're all going to be trading the institutional Cash App.
Well, what's going to happen with Tether?
The amount of liquidity that's being built up there to provide liquidity in order to instantly transfer is got to be an enormous amount, and it's not ready yet.
Are they going to ban Tether? Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard that there were efforts for the Ripple stable coin to totally eclipse that.
That's what XRP is, really. It's a stable coin, honestly.
Well, no, I mean, there's the Ripple stable coin, and then there's
It's
there's XRP, which, I mean, I don't know how they're really accounting for the difference in there.
Exactly.
But
Listen.
XRP needs to exist for XLM to work, and XLM is going to be what backs. Yeah,
I've
they're
never.
in the same ecosystem.
Yeah, first off, they are proof of consensus. This is why I know what I'm talking about when it comes to these.
Well, not just proof of consensus. Right. For proof of consensus on the outside, but on the inside, no. These people all ate lunch with each other. And
I understand. Listen, they were at the World Economic Forum talking to Klaus Schwab at the table of Circle, which is the USDC coin. Bro, I've done my due diligence when it comes to these coins. I've never heard that XLM and XRP are coinciding. One's for peer-to-peer, one's for cross-border payments to businesses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you're talking about this shit, I know what I'm talking about.
Those things need to fit together for the new world order.
Right, which is all going to get erased. It's going to be called a CBDC, bro. You know what I mean? You're talking about the ledger. This is what's going to enable
it. So here's the thing. This is where the decentralization myth comes into play. Because it's not going to be bound to the edicts of the central banks that issue the central bank currencies. It's outside of it, so that each central bank digital currency can have its own programming. But the danger is XRP can program against whatever
it's
central
the ledger. Bank. Exactly. Facts. It's programmable money. Exactly. Thank you. Exactly. I'm glad you got to that point. Yes, that's what that's what CBDCs are. That's just
programmable in the worst way, because
right, because they can cut you on and off.
Not only that's what programmable when you means. Program money, you're programming somebody's survival and lifeblood. They're creating the parameters for allowable speech.
Yeah. Right.
Which creates the parameters for allowable thought.
If you're not smiling, it's a credit score. That's what I'm trying to tell people. The whole
it's the worst kind of MK Ultra, and if you think about it, it's what MK Ultra was for.
Right.
It's to traumatize society into doing exactly what it's doing.
Yes. That's why I hate XRP investors, because they don't even know what the hell they're investing in. They're like, XRP to the moon! And I'm like, you guys are so dumb. Put my whole world in slavery! It's crazy, but that's what it is.
As you say, I mean, there's a window.
There is a window.
To get out and survive outside of being a slave to the new caste system.
Join the Patreon, people. This is not conspiracy. This is not conjecture. This is happening. So if you know what's happening and you guys watch us, I don't know why you're not part of my Patreon.
Here's some major indications that you know what's happening.
Right.
While we're talking about universal, like a digital ID, no matter where you land on Earth, a camera will know who you are.
What do you think that real ID is that we all have to do to fly planes? That's May 5th. What is that about?
And while that's happening, we're being slowly drip fed the idea that flying is not safe.
Yes, I know, bro. We were just talking about this last night. I'm afraid to go see my son right now. I'm gonna keep it 100. I keep it a bean, and it's in the Philadelphia area. Plane just crashed the other day in Philly, bro.
Yeah,
this shit's getting out of control.
I think that was a missile that they're
spraying. Bro, did you watch the way it hit? Did you watch? Yeah, but listen, I'll say this. You think the plane debris was premeditatedly placed? Then, because there was plane debris, there was hella plane debris. I seen it. Yeah, and it was in Northeast Philly. That's right around. It's crazy. Right around where my dad.
I think there were more explosion, and maybe that wasn't. Maybe the plane.
It looked like a missile, though. I even said it. I made a video on it.
There were people saying there were several rockets.
Yeah.
Like,
bro. You mean really?
And I think maybe a rocket might hit the first plane. Or another rocket came right after it. But what I saw was a missile.
YouTube, guys. Sorry if you keep hearing me saying that. I'm trying to tell everyone on TikTok to translate to YouTube. How many people are viewing this on YouTube? 35. Yeah, that's how many. It's all right. You see how many views you got? You got like 300 views so far on YouTube. It's going to go up.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to keep going up.
Yeah, and then like recorded and
it's on there. So no one misses it.
That's what I was saying. Like,
as they should. Let them. But listen, no one out there is doing what I'm doing or trying to do to the awakened people. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give a plan. All these other truthers are just trying to freaking fearmonger. What is the point of knowing this information? And I always say
this. One, the more like abundantly obvious the matrix is,
if they're going to
know where you can abstain, and the secret power that we all have is something that's invisible to us. It's knowing that you have a ripple effect infinitely around everybody around you. And so if you can actually take
Stop pushing XRP on my platform.
of only doing what's in the best interest of your soul,
right? I hear what you're saying.
and other people follow that, other people do that, then you're less likely to be corrupted and polluted by a matrix that wants to do everything it can to swindle you out of your soul.
Facts. We're surrounded by scams. The world is a scam. Your illusion is a scam.
I mean, hell, like there are really popular bumper stickers that say "See no evil,
hear no evil, speak no evil,
fear no evil," and what that's telling you is shut your face and just go forward.
Head in the sand.
Yeah,
I agree. I agree with
that.
And
it's like someone putting their head in the sand and saying, "You can't see me."
You know what? I want to hear your perspective since we're talking about, existential crises as a society. I want you to hear this video that Cliff's about to put on the screen. And I want to hear your take. This is from a 90-year World War II veteran, all right? For everyone that's on YouTube, we're going to hear Coach Tommy maybe confirm, deny, expand on what maybe this video is about. And let me just say,
confirm or deny.
Let me just say, it was damn near impossible to upload this video. I had to re-record it, screen record it, then put it on my platform as recording it off the computer just so it would upload, which never happens. All I gotta do is hit the TikTok download video and it goes right to my OBS, and that's how y'all see everything. So watch this video, Coach Tommy. Tell me what you think.
Got off the phone.
Can you hear it?
90-year-old conspiracy riddled my dad, and it was not fun at all. All the news coming out from RFK Jr. yesterday about how he wants to open up farms for those with, depression and mental illness and addiction to help them rehabilitate and get back to work and become a part of society without these horrible SSRIs that keep a lot of us functioning. Saying that they're addicted, saying that they're the root of all America's problems is disgusting, in my opinion. How does this tie into my dad? Well, Pop likes to keep an eye on how things roll around in this country, and he loves history, he loves how it all ties together. And he said, son, they're going to try to polish up the U.S. image for the rest of the world. A certain man did this back in the 30s in Germany. Try to clean up their image, make it look like a truly a paradise for the strong and not a place for the weak. I asked him what he meant. He said these camps, these farms, are a way of getting people off the streets, out of the public view and out of the world's eye.
What just happened
in
LA?
They will not be camps, they will not be farms, they will be what you think they are, what history has tells us what they are. I'm a little shaking my boots. I see where you're coming from, and I know what this means for a lot of us. He said, son, I need you to come home. I don't know how I can hide you, but I can.
I already
home.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't heard my dad.
I gotta cut it off.
I feared this.
Cut it off. Yeah, we're all those
So
LA people. Yeah, go ahead, holla at me.
This fool is conflating
Talk to me.
what his side is actually intending and trying to put it on it. RFK.
Right,
RFK
I'm glad you said
recovery.
that. Right.
And when people are put into treatment because they are dependent on Xanax and alcohol,
And
the first thing that
Suboxone.
happens to them is they are overloaded with a bunch of drugs they can't pronounce that are made out of freaking petroleum products.
Facts.
All right. Now, those camps, okay. It's the people who want to project everything onto people like RFK that actually construct the ideas for the FEMA camps and the camps that are in Palestine.
Right.
And they're the ones that are all proponents of the depopulation agenda. So when
It's all right.
Bill Gates is saying, well, with reproductive rights, we can lower the world. They're the idiots that are cheering him on.
Right, I know, it's the Democrats.
And,
That's a
I was
Democratic
speaking
video.
to this news reporter. I was up today, and we're talking about the depopulation agenda. And she's this bleeding heart, militant news reporter. And finally, when she couldn't argue and had to admit, yeah, the depopulation agenda is very real, there's something we could do about it. You know what this bleeding heart liberal resorted to saying,
Mm.
and I quote, "Well, good riddance, South Sudan. And this is why evil is so pervasive.
Wow.
Because people who like to virtue signal and champion themselves
That's what it is, right? That's what I thought.
are the ones that enable all evil to happen
Mm.
with cowardice and difference. It's the same people that crack on Doge as if they're too sophisticated
Yeah,
to
that's
be audited. I'm like, dude, you
that's
don't want to be.
crazy,
You're not
bro.
even getting audited. You're just taking sides.
right.
Loyal.
They're not even listening to what's actually happening. How can you stand for people that are sitting there spending $50 million for teaching clowns how to tie balloon knots?
Exactly.
Like, what are we arguing?
Some of it's not actually going to those things. Some of it,
Right, Wes. It's all covered.
stuff.
Yeah, it's all going in pockets. We know that. It's
Like,
money laundering.
I've been in a room where we've made up the names of projects, just straight up like.
Yeah, we know
totally,
that. No, American people might be dumb,
keyboard
but we're not.
and
bro.
typed in hella gibberish.
Yeah. And
And
that's where
then
money was
covered
getting
it
funded.
in black marker. Like out.
Oh, you're telling me that's what was redacted? Yo, you're diabolical. You dead serious?
Yeah.
You just typed ABKPPLO and you just
Dude,
put the black marker over it. It's all a scam.
In uniform acted like I wasn't doing my job. And I'm like, hold on. I'm not doing my job.
Yeah, who would know? It's redacted. Yeah, use an asshole.
And then I was like, who do you think redacted it?
Right.
Between us.
You know, that's what probably the majority of redacted shit is. It's all saying all curse words and profanity in a sexualized manner. And it's just
There's a
redacted.
lot of that. Okay, so
There's a lot of that.
The reason why is because you got, like, the more corrupt the people are that are smart, that want to cling on to power, they get blackmailable people.
Facts. Just like Diddy.
Worse than Diddy.
I mean, but it's the same playbook. They're just, where you think Diddy learned this shit from?
Barry and Michelle. Or Michael.
Michael. Yeah, I got you.
All right.
That's diabolical, bro. Yeah, you ain't see what's going on with him?
Brigitte Macron?
Candace is on his ass, bro. Candace is on his ass.
He was a child.
Yeah, he's on his ass, bro. Macron.
You know? And the thing is while these unveilings are happening, you think it's a coincidence that these people are pushing a giant trans initiative? It coincides with transhumanism.
Right.
However, it's also a way to normalize the things that they were being blackmailed for. And you notice how as Doge moves in, a lot of these people not fleeing the country.
Yeah, but DC
are
is
coming out of all kinds of closets.
Right. And bro, and honestly,
and they're trying to normalize MAP.
How do you feel about people getting out of this country? Do you think this is going to be ground zero? No, what?
Okay.
I gotta talk to you about something after this question. After you answer this question, real quick.
Targets the depopulation agenda.
Okay.
If you don't have any assets, look, if you got nothing, you've got no money, and you got no prospects, get the hell out of here. Go to Costa Rica, El Salvador, Vietnam, Cambodia, live like a king, stack it up, and start a life from scratch. This is the one country where you could come here, not speak the language, and send your kids to college. And that's because a lot of these people aren't affected
they're not,
with the hopelessness of the Matrix. But for all intents and purposes, if you're in the middle class in the United States of America, there's a bullseye on your back. You are in the crosshairs.
And I'm glad you said that.
People who run this world.
All right, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. All right, are you privy to the Area 51 radio station video where a guy got out and they found out he was talking to the radio station and they cut the power to the radio station?
Coast to coast.
Yes, when he was saying, hey, they know where all the major destruction areas are and they're not moving the population. How much validity is in that video?
Well, we see nothing but until now, a whole bunch of construction building new skyscrapers in downtown LA after they found a fault line right underneath that Comerica Bank.
Okay.
And that's because there's a lot of insurance that's involved.
That's all it's about. Yeah, that part I understand, right? But I mean,
they also want to look. How many videos have you seen that you don't see that are white? Of people that were recording during the fire while they were trapped in their houses and there's no way they got out.
You never see those recordings.
You know.
Yeah.
There's no medical operation. When the National Guard came down to LA, it was to cordon off areas. It wasn't to set up medical operations.
You hear that, guys? Everybody's in major cities. Listen to what he's saying here.
In Los Angeles County that has a filled burn ward.
That's crazy. I understand what you're saying.
Because they're killing people.
Yes, they're quarantining that area, and you're not seeing none of. They're probably killing all the signal that can come out of there. You don't see no videos, nothing, and they're just dunning them. Listen to people that are in major cities. You should be very, very weary. This is what I want you to confirm, though, real quick, Tommy. What he's saying is that, I guess, you know, you've been hearing about pole shift and the magnetism of the Earth and all this crazy stuff, what they mix in with Nibiru and all that. Cool. Is there going to be some type of event like that showed us that magazine with all the waters everywhere, flooding places? And they're not moving people towards the mountains? Like, what was that? What was that magazine? It
was on the cover of The Economist.
Not the flood map. It was like a. I can't think about it.
The cover of The Economist, right?
No, it wasn't a cover. What I mean cover is that the magazine covered this situation. I forget the name of it. You remember the flood map with all the different
places where Bill Gates?
What was the name of it? What was the name of the magazine?
On the new.
It was like Glam or something crazy.
It's the Doomsday Map.
Yeah, it's a doomsday map where it shows you all the waters and all that. California's underwater, and the guy who's on the radio station was like crying, saying they're not moving the population, and he happened to call into a conspiratorially minded radio broadcast, but the whole entire power when that guy was speaking for more than 90 seconds, the whole building cut off, and it had to run up on backup generators.
Well,
and he worked at Area 51.
Like the important things that he was getting at is
interdimensional beings.
These things are not human, and every effort to dehumanize.
I'm gonna talk about that next podcast.
To control, are all inherently not human.
Right, right. But they're not aliens how we perceive them.
Believe our own lying eyes.
Right.
Because anybody can watch live TV on C-SPAN and you will see people's pupils change. They'll either indicate that they're not born like us, or that they have been subject to some type of clandestine biotech trial in which their DNA is being mutated through an RNA vaccine type thing.
Yeah, which is to get us symbiotic with robots, bro. It's all about metal.
It's symbiotic with a lot of things.
Right.
A lot of
our cell phones.
Not just robots.
It's AI.
The dead babies that are collected from all these Planned Parenthoods, many of them, a huge portion, are being used to fuse with dead.
With animals. Yes. Yes, I just showed that video the other day. And we just talked about that. Is this not demonic? And what's going on? It is, but demons are aliens are interdimensional beings. It's all the same thing.
But these people
wear demonic as hell.
Robes and capes when they meet with each other.
Like druids.
Yeah.
Out there worshiping the owl, bro.
Yeah.
That's I know.
Hell of money to people like Little Uzi.
Bad. Pushing Satanism.
Why would they give him all that money?
That's all low vibration though. It's all ritualistic. You know what I mean?
It's ritualistic, but they feng shui is very real. Energy is real. Yes. And we consume energy and don't even realize.
Facts. We emit energy and don't realize.
We quantify our food as carbohydrates and sugar and protein.
Are you talking about the breakdown of the metabolism?
It's because you're not just what you eat. I mean, I like people that I'm kicking it with, who I associate with, like you. Like I don't control what I hear. All right, but we take in all this energy stuff. It becomes the program that we walk about this simulation with. It becomes our charisma and stuff. It's all alchemy.
Right.
When they quantify it, they mystify it. And people at the top of all this, they have very intricate spiritual knowledge about what makes us tick.
Well, they're just manipulating it against us. We can use the same
They
thing.
manipulate it by keeping it hidden. Well, by making sure it's occult and esoteric.
Right. Well, it's because they got them focusing on an exterior force instead of themselves. Let me tell you something. The whole purpose of the calcification of the pineal gland is so that you don't broadcast. Hence why they fluoride our water. And you think the elite have a calcified pineal gland? No. And they are broadcasting
those are the people that champion the decriminalization of psilocybin.
Right.
That's a great way to decalcify. But one really good reason.
Tripping is a great way to
principal reason
calcify.
for calcifying everybody's pineal gland. It's not just to keep you bound to the matrix.
It's
To keep you bound and completely unaware of the fact that all of these UFOs are controlled by our consciousness, not our brainwaves, our consciousness. Now we're developing things that could read your brainwaves and stuff that are pretty advanced.
They're just labeling them
Consciousness is
UFOs.
quantum.
That's all. They're just putting labels on us and telling us what they are.
Yeah,
Just like religion,
I mean, dude, we all
just
have
like
to be
Christ.
psychically connected in order
Right.
to ride a horse.
That's
To control the manner in which
that is a great observation.
when
Just
they
like they did on
automate
Avatar.
everything and make sure everybody's in gas-powered cars.
Mm.
And
Rubber
everything's
shoes.
automated.
Yeah,
We live in an exoskeleton matrix.
facts.
You can't remember what we're here for. We become human beings having a spiritual experience instead of the opposite.
You know what? They robotized us before we entered the robot. We're
Uh-huh.
already the living dead. We're already robots. You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
that we already took on the persona, now I guess transference can happen. You know what I mean? Or what's that movie with Johnny Depp called? Transcendence can happen now, where we can. Think about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey man, thank you for the download.
And these intentions, it's evil. Like once they already want us in a hive mind.
Right.
Now, Elon Musk justifies it by saying, "Oh, it's inevitable. You might as well get ahead of it." And the dissolving of the United States into the New World Order is inevitable. Nobody can stop it. There's too many powers at play. So let's ease us into it instead of this abrupt shutdown that the DNC had planned. Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom, they routinely quote Trotsky, who said,
Who's Trotsky, real quick? So everyone knows.
Trotsky was one of the founders of the Communist Party in Russia.
Okay.
And Stalin killed him before Lenin could die because he wanted to seek power. Now,
Okay.
Trotsky would say the most important words is shoot. I mean, that ordering people to kill for you is the most important thing in the world.
That's crazy.
And they quote this guy.
Yeah. But I understand why he says
But
that, though. You understand that,
What,
too. You understand
what's
the evil
darker,
of it.
dude? So Trotsky
Trotsky.
was sent to Mexico City by Stalin in exile to stay away from Soviet politics, right?
Yeah.
And while he was in Mexico, he was assassinated. Someone stuck an ice pick in his head. Now, a bunch of these diplomatic institutions, like agencies, they use a service like Verbo and Airbnb. All right. So when my government has me staying in Mexico City, the groundskeeper had a German accent, which is weird. Like, and he told me while I was putting away my luggage, like, this is where Trotsky got the ice pick.
Wow.
Oh, so the network that has all the spies killing each other also has all of them staying at the same places, booking the same. Yeah.
No one's asking questions? No one's putting it together?
Mhm. Dude, the fact that that the whole world can take private jets and commercial flights to New York City to discuss, how we use chemical weapons on each other.
Through the UN. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is that they're all pointing nukes at each other. But that's what you also don't see. What have these countries, in fact, actually agreed on?
Do you know that Trump has gotten out of the UN? I saw this today.
No, he got out of the World Health Organization.
No.
He got us out of paying dues to them.
Right. Is
Because
that what that
China
is?
pays the second most.
Oh, they're
and they
controlling
pay
the
less
narrative
than,
so bad.
less than 30 million.
Yeah. I gotta do
And,
some research.
We were only asked to pay for 39 million. We were giving them 500. Biden said,
Well, he was doing that with
$500 million a
NATO. I
year.
thought that was with NATO he was doing that, where he's making other people pay, not with the World Health.
No, he wants NATO to pay their fair share too, because
Right.
NATO wants to wrap us up in every fucking war idea they could come up with. You know what? They don't pay for any of it.
You know what sounds crazy?
They
What I'm about
rely
to
on
say?
us.
I'm about to say something so crazy, and a lot of people that are awake are going to understand what I'm about to say. I think it's crazy right now. If our wars stop, that's a sign to the end. Like right now, if wars keep happening, and guys, understand what I'm saying. I don't want wars to keep happening, but you know what I'm saying. It's biblical. It's written. It's scripture.
Well,
it's a script.
it is in that all of these people already read the Bible.
Yeah. So
Which
they're
is
doing
why
it.
we all
Exactly.
hear about wars and rumors of wars.
Think about this. 666 is told to us to be the mark of the beast. Don't you think it's ironically not a psyop that they show all these buildings as 666? They put it all in our,
the address
they put it
that
on our
I
emblems on purpose.
signed my New World Order contract with that 666.
It's on
United
purpose.
Nations Plaza.
It's on
New York
purpose.
City.
It's like reverse psychology where we go, oh, demonic! But they do it on purpose. They tell us what the demon is, and then they show the demon all around us. So what,
They do.
So what we broadcast
But
is that. I realize that.
In that it's all about black is white, white is
Right.
black, getting people to be confused about reality. Because
Facts.
when you can get people
Question yourself.
to not
I
only
see it, man.
not trust their own eyes,
I see it.
and not even care
Right.
to know the difference between truth and fiction,
Bro.
right and wrong,
Right.
well, then you can get them to only believe in the authority of that moment
Let's talk
with
about
no memory of any contradictions from that
Right.
authority.
Listen, they're doing a phenomenal job, and I believe they have you've heard the story of the chronovisor, right? Where they look in period times, they keep trying to change things and trying to change the ending result, but the ending result is always something they don't like. I believe that's the awakening of us.
Hey,
do.
let me tell you
Or something's coming.
All right.
Time travel?
I was in Las Vegas.
Time travel. Okay.
I was the only American.
Okay.
The other guys were there were two Canadians, a British guy, and I don't know if the dude was from New Zealand or I think he was from New Zealand. But I go out to smoke a cigarette, and the British guy comes up to me, and he was MI6, and he says to me, "Excuse me, did you say you've been time traveling?" Like, and he didn't ask me this. Like I said some crazy shit.
Right, like he was inquiring. So have I.
Horrible. And like, I was sitting there like,
it's crazy.
Like,
it's crazy.
You just asked me that like that was a totally normal thing.
Yeah. Like, what's the weather?
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. And at that time, like I wasn't really like exposed to like I've been exposed to paranormal like that back, but like not where okay, so shortly after that conversation, I think that night I was standing at this piano and somebody was talking about something that happened over at Fort Lewis, Washington. And what he said was he was with a special unit and they observed these Native Americans relaying information from them to Bigfoots. And yeah,
so do you think time travel is real? Let me say that.
Yeah.
Do you think CERN has anything to do with that? I believe it's not so as much time travel with CERN, but more interdimensional.
I don't think it's CERN. Okay, so time travel is real because it's done all through astral travel. My knowledge.
Remote viewing.
But the actual type of quantum physics of sending someone onto our own timeline in our own past to augment things that affect this timeline.
Yeah. Impossible, right?
I have reason to believe that there's credibility behind it.
All right. In your agency, right? Have you come across fellow remote viewers? I mean, I don't know if you're a remote viewer.
Yeah, no, I have.
Are you a remote viewer? Can you remote view?
We all get trained for that.
Really?
Did
they give you the Monroe tapes?
Which you can't have any devices on you. You can't have and you have to have like a big network.
That's true.
Of people that are all working towards the same objective.
So it's collective consciousness. Yeah. I got what you're saying.
Yeah,
it is. That's exactly what it is. How else do you call it if you all are working towards one thing?
And the thing is to use it for.
They know.
Okay, so there are people right now that are being recruited to pilot our nuclear submarines with thought. Okay, our nuclear submarines are controlled with psionics.
That's crazy. Well, that's what they're doing right now with soldiers and the transfer of consciousness and the robots. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
It's
terrifying.
all, yeah, terrifying, bro. That means they're already in our house when we don't see them. I think that's what a
Well,
lot of the
yeah, but-
Wi-Fi has to deal with. I'm
The
not gonna lie.
scariest thing about it is that everything that's been surveying us,
We sound crazy.
everything that's recording us, it's not for a human being to spy on you. It never
Right.
was.
Mm.
It's all for the same AI
To take you out.
order.
Hey, Terminator was
And-
real.
The Pentagon spent a lot of money in making the movies.
Wow.
But we gotta look. The reason why something's called an independent film isn't that it's independent from Hollywood. It's that it's independent from Pentagon funding.
Really?
You think that all of these people, that these movie
This
stars
is
are getting
clippable right here.
hundreds of millions
clip.
of dollars, are
It's a
getting
clip.
paid from ticket sales
Wow.
after it cost nearly $250 million.
Right. I mean, it's
A
all
movie
it's
no
all
one's gonna
predictive.
remember.
Yeah, it's all predictive. That's why I think that I was trying to tell people. I was telling Cliff this today. People don't realize, like, when someone's yelling at you, "Oh, you watch football? That's bread and circus." People don't realize, no, you dumbass. Me watching football is not bread and circus. This cell phone is bread and circus. Your TV is bread and circus.
yeah.
Everything that is form of entertainment that you use to get out of your boredom is bread and circus. So for all you
Yeah.
super woke people out there that are yelling at someone
Yeah.
watching football, you're on goddamn TikTok. You
Yeah.
watch TV. It's all
Like-
bread and circus. You don't even know.
The
You're
only
not even,
reason why I'm angry
you're not even
about
capable of
the
understanding your
NFL
own reality.
being a
It's bread and
scam
circus. Wow, you're
is because
scrolling on TikTok.
hardcore
the hell
gambling.
up.
Like,
Yeah, it's all, everything is bread and circus. Oh, it's like, I'm a Christian, you're a Muslim. They don't even realize they're in the same
everything is
consequential
meant
way of
to
thinking.
exploit you.
Facts!
If we can't unite, then we're going to be exploited. And the less you know, the more you're exploited. This is
Right.
a land of opportunity where you are the opportunity.
Yeah.
This is why you can go on Google right now, and if you type in "how to start a cult," you will get nothing but Psychology Today,
Yeah.
University of Texas.
Do you
and
need to call
all
this
of
number?
The latest, most elite editors of Reader's Digest. All of these people are telling you why it's a good idea to start a cult
Yeah.
and how you should, and it's all dark. This is a land of exploitation. If we can't unite, you're going to be exploited. Divided, we fall. The
Yes.
people who invented racism aren't racist. They just
Facts.
make everybody stupid.
Facts.
That's
Talk
why there's
to
a
'em.
black lodge of the Illuminati.
Talk to them. People don't even understand what the symbol or the Nazi symbol, you know, that they all associate with racism and all that.
Those are all occult
Yes.
symbols.
Do you know what that symbol is associated with or is supposed to be associated with? The
Yeah.
black sun. Look it up. Go research what that symbol is. It's
Yeah,
faced one way, but it's supposed to be the other. It
Yeah.
is the black hole sun, guys.
You know, we think of like
Straight up.
Nazi Germany as this ultimate like super racist. Now, look, in World War II, the reason why Nazi Germany was able to take over North Africa quickly is they didn't take it over like that. The only people that committed atrocities against indigenous, against Arabs, were Americans and British troops.
Always.
In fact, all of the German troops in the Wehrmacht had like literature on how to honor Muslims specifically.
Wow. We used to be allies, actually. That's a crazy.
And
They used to
like,
be allies.
the last units to defend Hitler were Iranian SS. Iran means Aryan in Farsi.
Hey, did
that's
they
why
get him?
Hitler sent expeditions to Tibet.
Did they get Hitler when they said they got him? Or
No.
I didn't think so. That's what I was bullshit. Right?
And I think that that the idea of the FBI investigating his death,
right.
half gaslighting, because I believe those agents really were investigating, but
Uh-huh.
the people who sent them on their investigation helped cover up their death. It was all an agreement. All right. Nazi Germany was losing. Hitler wasn't that insanely stupid. All right. He followed the rest of the party and Japan. You know, Japan got immunity for all of their horrible medical treatment
Really?
in concentration camps.
Do you know
they
what
all
was
got
going
immunity.
on with the death
Because
of
Operation Paperclip.
I know what you're talking about
Japanese
too.
research.
The death of something where Japan was on some shit. If people know, I forget the name, but some dude on TikTok found a book. I think it's the death of Anne Hesh. Is that what it is called? You know what I'm talking about?
No, you mean
And it was a Japan
the woman
slaughter.
that was a pilot?
I think no. It wasn't Anhesh then. It was something. It was a very historical figure in ancient Japan, not ancient Japan, but the time. The rape of it was the rape of something.
The rape of Nanking.
Nanking, thank you. You know what I was talking about, right? That was going on during all that time.
Oh yeah,
bro, you should read into that.
Well,
they made the Nazis look like good people.
Building its military.
For real, Nanking. You know exactly what I was talking about.
The reason why Japan agreed to not have
my mind,
a military built back up the same way we rebuilt the German military, because Japan was way worse than anybody. In fact, they were the only country during World War II that surrendered as a POW that your fate was not good. Yeah. But if you were a Nazi officer,
you were good.
Taken by the Soviets, you were treated quite well. In fact, all the military is treated this way. If you're a POW, you are divided by officers, non-commissioned officers, and then conscript enlisted. Right? They go to their own camp. Each rank and file has its own POW camp. Okay. The Americans did that way. The British did it that way. The Germans did it that way. The Soviets did it that way. Everybody did, but the Japanese. The Japanese.
Yeah, I know. I can always tell when you're stopping.
It's kind of crazy how both Germany and Japan not only made all of these war weapons, like. They sound angry as hell every time they talk. Like, how do you say it's a nice day in Japanese?
Yeah, what you doing? No, I'm racist. Real quick for a disclaimer for Coach Tommy.
They're really good at math, and they make weird dungeon porn. That's
when y'all hear Tommy stop talking, he's processing on what he shouldn't say. Let's just say that. All right. And I see it happen all the time. When you see that, it's because he's about to say something and he shouldn't. So there you pivot. So if y'all don't know why he does that, I'm telling you, it's all right. I got you. Because a lot of people might think you're stalling, and you're not stalling. You're going into grounds he shouldn't talk about. So he's pivoting. Yeah. All right. If you have any type of discernment to pick that up, go ahead, rewatch this. You'll see the way he pivots to something completely fucking different. And he does it he tries to do it seamlessly, but I see exactly what he's doing. So just to let y'all know that's what's happening. He's not, I don't know what he's talking about. He's rambling. No, he can't say certain shit. Wake up. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you.
And the thing is, it's like, there are things that are, in fact, classified that
facts. Yes, you get in trouble for it. That's why.
Look, it's not just people like me. Anybody that is in possession of sensitive or classified information,
a threat of national security.
You're bound to comply with the clauses of the Espionage Act.
Right. Like, I'm a secret of truth. I'm not trying to get no one in trouble here. I can't wait to talk to you in person, though.
No InfoSec anymore. There's no OPSEC, really.
Right.
And a lot of people are really reckless. They're taking pictures of themselves in places.
Yeah, they're tripping. Oh, you got some pictures.
Yeah, but I don't have, like, rankings. Letting people know, like, this is who I'm with, right?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures from Tommy. Tommy be around some prevalent people. I'll tell y'all that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm sorry, I just said that for a damn. I'm like, yo! Yeah, I did. I said once. How much time we been on here? How much time we on here? How many times? How long has it been on? All right, Tommy, listen, we're going to cancel. We're going to cover this up because I want to clip this. What? I would clip because when it gets too long, you can't. So listen, bro, we're going to do this multiple times. You already know. I want you to do me a favor, all right? Invest in a mic because you cut in and out. And you can get a little mic that connects to your phone or whatever. And, bro, or your iPad, I'm telling you, you will sound crisp. Plus, you're going to want that when I send you clips so that you can post on your page and you just
copy that.
You know what I mean? It's like you get $10, $14 mic.
Or I'm going to go to Best Buy.
Yeah, get a mic, bro. You get one that's for your portable mic. I'm telling you, it'll be the best investment. Do you hear how I talk? I sound clear to you, right?
Yeah.
That's how you will sound. You sound a little muffled, but that's because you had not mic. You're just picking up off the device.
Portrait on this.
Right. And we got you. We got to get you to landscape mode. Like you're sideways with me. But everybody, Coach Tommy's going to be my host more than anybody. I'm going to keep it 100. We might do random shows. Awesome. I got you, bro. Especially when there's like prevalent situations that's going on in the world. I want you to come up and do your translation of what's happening. You know what I mean? Say, hey, this is this. Just like, for instance, another Luigi Mangione situation. They
I would
want to hear.
absolutely be honored. to
I
do
got you, bro. I mean, come on, bro. We're going to the top, bro. I love you, man. There's gonna be people wanting to get on our podcast. Believe that. You know what I mean? So let's start some fires. Just be entertainment, and everything that we say is for educational and entertainment purposes. Coach Tommy, say goodbye to the people.
Take care.
Take care. Everybody, you already know. Be a service. I love y'all. Join the Patreon, Discord.